So this is my demo for Project One, the unofficial guide, and I built a RAG system that answers plain language questions about Purdue CS professors using real student reviews from Rate My Professor and Reddit. So the system retrieves the relevant chunks from my document collection and it generates the grounded answers using the provided Grok API. So let me show you three example queries. So we can say, does Borkowski curve exams in CS 251? And we can ask the Python file. And so it gives an answer. It says, according to the sources, it appears that Borkowski does curve exams. And it gives the sources and it also has um, the Reddit CS251.txt source and a common UHOGOPs, which is the username that is used, that says that the curve is pretty nice, although it's not directly attributed to Borkowski. However, given the context, it is likely that Borkowski is the instructor being referred to. And so this was from the Reddit. And so then we can do another query. So we can say, are Selke's lectures easy to follow in CS 182? So now we are querying this again. And this is the best retrieval result. All three top chunks came from RMP Selkie text with distance scores under 0.83, which indicates strong semantic matches. And the system correctly answered no, citing specific student quotes like lectures are extremely hard to follow, and rarely explained how she derived the next step. So the answer is fully grounded in retrieved documents. Finally, we can give the last third query, and we can ask, does Borkowski give useful feedback on assignments? And so we can see that my third query is the documented failure case. So this is the documented failure case that is required from the assignment. So the system returned, I don't have enough information in my documents to answer that. But the answer actually exists in the documents. RMP Borkowski text file contains the tags, gives good feedback, and clear grading criteria. The failure happened because of the chunking boundary issue. So when I was splitting the documents into the 300 character chunks, each of 300 characters, these tags were separated from the review text that they belong to, and the resulting chunk contained only metadata with weak semantic signal. So it scored much more poorly in retrieval, and it never surfaced in the top 5 results. So a fix for this documented failure case would be to chunk by the review block instead of the fixed 300 character count chunks, and keeping each review's text and tags associated with each other. And we can finally do an out of scope query that we can ask the RAG model. We can say, what is the best restaurant in West Lafayette? Wait for the response to come. Okay, so it says I don't have any information in my documents to answer that. So this is like correctly declining to answer rather than hallucinating, an inaccurate response, which confirms the grounding instruction that the prompt is working. So I ran all 5 test questions from my planning MD, and 3 came back accurate, 1 partially accurate, and 1 inaccurate. So that was the Borkowski feedback question I just showed, and the failure is documented with a specific cause tied to the chunking case of my pipelines. That's my complete submission for Project One.